We have reached out to Inked Gaming, and I have commissioned a batch of Zenith Series art to be made into mouse pads, specifically Zenith Series number 11. And today's winner of Replay of the Week gets the prototype, the actual very first one I had made. I'm so excited about this. I love these gamepad mouse pads. I use mine for card games, but I also use them as mouse pads and tech mats, and they're just endlessly useful. It's a rubber mat like Rain 11 of 12. It's the Lilith from the Zenith Series art. And the winner of today's Replay of the Week is going to get this. I'm going to mail it to you. So thanks everyone that makes this channel possible. That means Patreon. I'm going to be announcing this on Tuesday, Newsday next week. But I'm just saying that today's winner, they're getting this. And I said last week I wanted to start doing better prizes. I'm going to spend the Patreon money, YouTube money on bigger, better things this year instead of as much as I spent on animations and just getting the channel up to this level of quality.
So you wanna be a player, but you weren't too smart.
So that's what we're doing. Good luck, everyone. We're going to do 20 replays. We have so many replays in Replay of the Week. If you want to send me a replay, just message me online or upload it to YouTube, and then send me the link or the video, and I'll put it in this queue. There's 100 in here. But I just queue them up, and as the weeks go on, I just tackle them down. So some of these are from early in February, and we just go from the order that I received them in. And that's it. So let's see what everyone's been up to, huh? Let's see the PvP that's happened in March. And I know this is a Dragonslayer replay, and I just filmed a video on Utility Dragonslayer, which is exactly what this is. The Season 10 Utility Dragonslayer build. 1 slot bust, high tier, shockwave into Rangers, GG. Oh my god. And that's all you gotta do. If you got an unshielded ally, just send them this Dragonslayer March and just wait for your enemies to send Rangers in slot 1, not realizing what's waiting for them on the other side. Massive replay. Well done. Buildscapes versus WXR. Vega versus the X. Oh man, 2 like degenerate heroes. Vega's still relevant. The X never really was. Breakdown Scorpio. This is just brutal, man. 50 versus 1,000. Leadership wise, this is like 6 or 7 to 1. And the X is getting dominated. And those poor Rangers in the back, they're just getting hit by the Awakening. They did nothing. Oh, what a brutal beating. WAI coming out huge points there. Well done. All right, next replay. Oh, we got a face on the left-hand side. Shogun, we can see your face. All right, Stella versus Elif, man. Ooh, tanky Elf. Look at that. 470. She's only killing 28 at a time. Wonder if this elf is running crit with her. Yeah, they're getting the crits off. Awakening crit as well. Look at those wings trigger over and over and over. This is tier 9 versus tier 12. So don't kid yourself. Like, you got to realize that 11-man is $15,000 deeper into the game, right? So it's like you're talking about somebody who spent $5,000 versus somebody who spent $20,000. He was able to do 200 damage of tier 12. He had to risk a lot to do it. But, you know, Stella has to find the way. That's how Stella works, man. You got to take those risks and get those triggers. Oh, what did we just miss? Oh, man, I was talking too much. Black Sparrow's Plasma, Tier 2 Plasma Von versus Tier 9 X. Classic Infantry versus Infantry. Black Sparrow obviously checked his opponent's gear, knew he didn't have tier suppression, or just was throwing those dice, willing to risk it. It's a 10,000 leadership Plasma with Tier 2. On the weekend, you can risk that and heal it up, no problem. Tier 9 won't miss, will blow the bomb up. Oh, 25 units per. Ouch. It's interesting that the troops in slot 3 didn't take more damage. What happened there? Was there just more down there? Yeah, there was 130 down there. So there might have been other things going on before this. Oh, brutal, man. Brutal. And this X she's gonna kill all those troops. She might even get blown up before she kills them all. Plasma might win this. There's the bomb. There's another bomb. Oh, Plasma's totally gonna win unless she triggers Awakening. Wait, the Awakening won't do damage. Awakening won't do damage. That means the tier 2 is going to live. Yes, it does 0 damage. I've been playing this game for too long. I've been playing this game for way too long. Okay. All right, slow down. You know, if 7 Pirates would contact us and send us stuff to give away, that'd be a whole lot better than me having to bankroll this. Whatever. I'm excited to hand out that mouse pad. That is so cool. All right, hold on. We'll get to King's Replay in a second. But look at this. Look at this. This is number 11. Number 12 was the season, the Commanders of 8. That was a Patreon poster gift. That was the first one. Number 10 is in the works. For those of you guys that do the Patreon, you'll see number 10 is being worked on. I have like some early prototypes of what number 10 is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to do coasters. I don't know if I'm going to do canvas art. Number 11 is the mouse pad. Number 12 is a poster. Number 10, something different. Something different. But we still got to bankroll that order. But anyway, the old Moonshadow build with King. Remember, Moonshadow just got buffed versus Crazy Ivan. Can you tell I'm hyped about the merch? I love building stuff, man. That's one of my favorite things. Who's going to win it, though? Who has the best replay? There's going to be 20 of them. So what do we got here? Tier 12 damage build, Moonshadow. She's definitely an offense style, balanced glass cannon build. She's kind of like ignores. She gets bonus if your ally has buffs. I played Moonshadow for a little bit and then switched to Fullmetal real quickly. Strengthened weakened effect. Yeah, so this is a Sui March on the left versus a tier. So it's tier 12 though. And tier 12, old tier 12, Crazy Ivan's troops will do damage if they land the hits. It's just only the terror space damage. And there's not that many units for Moonshadow, but she does have those shields that she'll get from that tier 12 plus. Interesting. What are the tier 12 plus walkers called? I forget. All right, let's fast forward this. It's 4 minutes long. I expect Moonshadow to win. Oh, wow. Wow. I think Stella killed 14 on the first slot and then 18 on the bottom, which is 32 units, and lost over 1,800 or about 1,500. Ooh, man, that was brutal. Was that server side? That might have been a top dog replay right there. Points for creativity too. Sui on a Moonshadow. No one sees that coming. I like that. Very cool. I gotta double check that. I'm gonna be interested in that Moonshadow one. Whose is this? Another 4-minute replay. Ramrod versus Zero. Hancock versus Hancock. This will be interesting. It should be pretty obvious though, right? Tier 11 versus tier 11. Twice the leadership versus half the leadership or whatever. I'm expecting Ramrod to win, but I didn't watch the gear that well, so the gear might be telling me a story here. That Moonshadow replay, that's the one I'm most interested in. If that was a server-side replay for serious losses, that could be winning a mouse pad, boys and girls. That could be winning a mouse pad. And you might be wondering, asking yourself, what about winners of a meme review? What are they going to get? A mouse pad. And I'm just going to keep giving out mouse pads. I'm going to keep giving out those Lilith. Well, now, don't get me wrong. The Lilith mouse pads, I'll go over that on Tuesday News Day. But the Rain Lilith mouse pad will probably be gifting. I'll be giving that out for Replay of the Week and Meme Review for the next month, probably. If someone already has it, or if they're already a patron, the patrons are going to get it for free. I think after 2 or 3 months, I'll just mail it out to everyone who's made 3 consecutive payments. They're going to get it for free. But everyone else has a chance to win it. If they already have it, I'll just queue them up for the next thing. The next thing's coming soon. Yeah, I'm just going to cut my budget back on commissions and artistic stuff for the channel and focus more on merch and giveaway stuff. Because I think that's what people want. And let's be honest, it's kind of what I want now. I got a good baseline of quality and foundation. Let's get cool stuff. Sound good? Sound good? Do you guys like that idea? Is that a terrible idea? Am I just like on my own cloud right now? Use the comments below if you got a good idea for a piece of merch that would go good with Arc of War, right? Like, we've got a poster now, we've got a mouse pad. I had the idea for coasters for like all 12 pieces of the Zenith series art, which isn't done. Like I said, I've only done 2.5 of 12. I'm getting there. I just need different mediums to put them on. Canvas, an actual printed canvas someone can hang in their office or man cave would be cool. A lot of guys in this age group have man caves, and they would appreciate that. I'll go. I keep talking about it. I get so hyped talking about it. If you have ideas for what to put the medium on, let me know in the comments below. Let's just go with that. All right, Hell versus Archangel. I love how it's playing in full screen. This is nice. Breakdown. Oh, God. Oh, God, dude. Tier 9. Just... Infantry is so squishy, especially Gilly. Gilly plays a glass cannony build. But, I mean, that's kind of the problem, right? I mean, Splinter was talking about this with me today, talking about how infantry is innately flawed because the primary defense stat is dodge, 100% ignore damage, right? 100% ignore accuracy, whatever you want to call it. Airships have defense and HP. Walkers have defense and HP. Don't get me wrong, infantry has it too, but infantry is just notably way more squishy. But they make up for it in damage. The problem is that there's only a few ways to ignore defense and HP, and that's super expensive penetration gear or commanders that have it built in, like Gilly and Vega or Nakajiro. But everyone else is kind of playing by the same rules. Infantry is subject to anyone who has a guaranteed hit gem, right? It's very unbalanced in that regard, but infantry can score big. But when it comes down to toe-to-toe marches, in general, airships should be the winning class, and they are. And when airships go offense, they dominate everyone. Dragonslayer. I mean, it's like that same old story, like the Golem meta of Season 1. But wow, what a replay. Hell just did some serious damage to Archangel. Archangel got lucky. It could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. All right, Lil Blue versus... Oh, that Vega replay was good, man. All right, Little Blue. Oh, what is this? Now, this is interesting. Tier 1... airships versus tier 1 infantry, but that shockwave is going to hit the bottom row. Oh, it's going to massacre him. It's 500,000 leadership. Yeah, here it comes. Bonk. Now, the question, though, is does that ignore tier suppression? I know it does, but I just want to know if there's proof in this video. Yeah, there is proof. Look, he has at least, well, he has enough. He has the Black Knight chest piece. We don't know if he has 2-piece Libra for sure. Let's see if we can see any indicator of how much damage is done. Oh, we'll know because the shockwave will tell us. 60%. 3 billion should be 1.7 billion. Yeah, so tier suppression doesn't matter. Strength and weaken doesn't matter. That is broken, man. That is so broken. Great replay, not enough to win. Megatron versus HNZZ. Remember, it fell. Megatron with the tier 10 versus tier 5. Oh, God. You don't even have to be... You don't even have to be Dragonslayer to just dominate with this replay. 20% tier suppression, and this thing's over. Yeah, Scorpio Shockwave, GG. Tier 10 versus Tier 5, it's over, man. Oh, my God, the Awakening killed everything. Then the Shockwave finished him off. What a beatdown. That's a lot of Tier 5 to lose. That was painful to watch. That was very painful to watch. That's what happens when a boss player runs into an usurper that has no idea how to play the game. They just had a spending spree last weekend, had a few drinks, and challenged the boss and got wrecked. Tier 5 versus Tier 4. Oh my God, Stella just bringing it home so fast. Weedy Skid, just McCarthy maybe with the auto garrison. This is like a final death throws of getting zeroed. Tier 8. That was a lot of Tier 8 to blast down. Could have been a lot worse. All right, Dr. Zoidberg from UN1 versus number 555 from We Are United. Tier 11 versus Tier 10. Is this a SWE march? Because Tier 11 can SWE Tier 10 infantry on infantry. Could it be? I'm betting it is. Zoidberg wouldn't have sent this to me unless he won, right? No one wants to send a losing replay. Yep, 0 damage. Uh-oh. GG. It doesn't matter. 2 units at Tier 11 is going to burn through this. It might take it 5 minutes, but it'll do it. We'll fast forward it here. Yeah, it'll take a while. He fast forwards it too. It dominates him. Wow, what a beating. Zoidberg, nice march, man. Low risk, SWE march. Scored huge. And all Stella had to do was put in one different troop type there, and she could have done fine. She would have broke through with just a Gemini and a stack of Tier 2 Walker. Maybe Tier 7. But here we go. Demonic Rage, Theodric. This is a weird replay. Look how he recorded his screen. That must have done it on Streamlabs or something. So Hancock with Feral Strength has landed, and now Theodric's damage is on the floor. He doesn't have enough to kill Tier 1 walkers. And this is how Hancock gets you, man. He takes away all your damage. Virgo with Feral Strength and what is it? Oh yeah, there you go. You see the Virgo right there. When you start removing your opponent's damage with Feral Strength and Virgo, it really takes their edge off. And a little bit of crit wither too, I imagine. Oh man, we got to talk to Kilgore and see how he's playing Hancock nowadays, because he's had a lot of experience with him. He's really just led the charge on Hancock research for sure. I'm sure there's other guys out there, but he's out there being most vocal with him. And, I mean, what a replacement. He's the new utility comp. I guess Hoodoo, really held the reins as a utility comp for Walker for so long, but now it's Hancock. That's awesome. I'm glad Infantry's still recycling Plasma in his useless infantry state against other infantry. I love being infantry, man. It's so cool. Nice replay. Good win there. What number are we on? We should probably go to theater mode. Let's do that. And we are on number 13. Colonel Hogan versus Andrew. ARG versus USG? Who is this? Is he? Oh, he's WWS. Excuse me. Colonel Hogan, WWS. 218 Tier 12 versus 25 Tier 12 airships. I like Elixir in this matchup, but Dragonslayer only has to trigger once. That's how it goes. Sagittarius Twin. Remember, she gets a guaranteed double strike, kind of like Stella's, but it's only 2, guaranteed 2. I did the math on her a while back. She's really close to as good as Stella, but Stella's slightly better. 63% chance to get a third. I forget doing the math, but it's not as good as Stella. But here we go. Twin goes off again. Great score, man. Honestly, I'm just so enthralled to see an infantry commander actually do some damage to Dragonslayer. I mean, I see it, but it's nice to see it. And it's an infantry commander you don't see too often. So very nice. Colonel Hogan, very nice indeed. And some good damage, too. It wasn't meaningless damage. There was a significant chunk there. And I know Andrew's always busy fighting, so that cost him a pretty penny to heal. I'm sure he was running out of meta crystals. All right, Macaque versus Tchef, tier 9. Here comes the death rattle. What I love about Hoodoo's death rattle is you don't have to trigger it like Shockwave on Dragonslayer. It just happens if you kill the troops. But huge bomb there, very nicely done. And what does he do? Is just how many replays are? Oh my God, dude, this was obliteration. He killed that tier 7 in the back. God, that was a lot of tier 7. Tchef, what were you thinking? This is the terrible March, Tchef. If you run into any utility comps, Plasma, Dragonslayer, Hoodoo, they will dominate this March. And you have to assume that if you're attacking a shield that's an arc that's unshielded, that their allies are going to at least send a lower risk March like this, and they will punish you big time. Very bad choice, Alcatraz. Oh, God, he did it again? Is that right? Same guy? Oh, no, that's Tchef. Sorry, this is Alcatraz. Okay. Another one. Macaque scoring huge, man. Look at this. Look at this tier 9 freaking Hoodoo just getting value. This is like season 4 all over again. I'm loving it. Did we see the gear he's wearing? It's probably not even that amazing, right? It doesn't have to be. Let's see. Yeah, double Titans. It's all damage dealer. Okay, sure. But look at this. 480. God, Stella, will you stop? We're trying to watch a replay here. She's just delaying the inevitable. It's over, Stella. Sit down. Here comes the Chain Blast, Death Rattle. Oh, look at all this tier 9. Oh, I guess my head was in the way. There we go. Here. Yeah, 460. Donk. Oh, man. That's bad. That's bad. Well done, Macaque. Nice replay. Nice to see Hoodoo back in the score. Back in the replay. Back in the I don't know, the final, I don't know, the top 5 replay. It's nice to see in the top 5 replay. How's that? All right, Chronic versus 1134. This might be a peak replay. Let's double check that. Right there. Yeah, this is a peak replay. Let's fast forward it. I mean, what's interesting about this replay though is it's Dragonslayer versus Stella in a fair fight, and Stella should win this matchup, right? All Dragonslayer has to do, but she should, but instead, all Dragonslayer has to do is just land a shock or guaranteed hit and a shockwave. That's it. So her 60% skill, which is more than half the time she's going to trigger it, and then all she has to do is either land a 40% skill or her Scorpio or her Gemini, and then it's GG for Stella, game over. All right, and she has more leadership than Stella, 3 times as much, almost. There goes Stella triggering that Andromeda. So one of those weird answers to infantry is that infantry players have always been struggling to even kill airships to hit hard enough. I think we don't rely enough on Andromeda and Pisces, and things can go terribly wrong against Dragonslayers. And that's kind of one of those things where an infantry comm doesn't want to delay a fight. We don't want to go Pisces Andromeda because we are so vulnerable. We need to end a match fast. So I feel like they tried to give infantry some choices, but it's just too little, too late. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I mean, but you also need like $4,000 in gems to run 2 guaranteed hit gems and, you know, the 2 defense gems for infantry. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Then you say run 1 and 1. Well, then you really are nerfed. But there's a crushing blow. No shockwave. And Stella's still getting the better of this. You know, still getting the better. But look how soft tier 7 hits tier 7 infantry versus airships. It's just it's not so bad. Tier 7 wasn't too out of whack. There's the crushing blow shockwave. Here it goes, finally, but there's only 700 troops. No crit. Oh, the shockwave just doesn't hit hard enough because tier 7 was a little more fair, a little more balanced, if you will. Anyway, moving all the way to the end, Stella finally got her middle opened up for Dragonslayer to win, but she breaks through on the bottom. Stella wins. Congrats, 1134. Well done. All right, we are on replay 16, coming down to Gilly versus Dragonslayer, 250 versus 1440. Scary because Gilly's going to disable gems, so the crushing blow has to land. Crushing blow shockwave still goes off. Oh, man. Gilly did what she wanted. Dragonslayer did what she wanted. The problem is Dragonslayer needed first strike. She didn't get it. So Gilly loses the battle but wins the war. Well done. 900 units. And you outplayed. You got outplayed. That's what happened. Well done. It's a good loss to have. All right, number 17, Crushing Blow. Oh, Reinhart. This is a smart Reinhart march. He knew he wasn't going to have first strike, so he put troops in, he put a T12 in slot 1. Just 1 unit, just in case. Now, here comes the Awakening. Scorpio. Shockwave. Oh, this is going to hurt. It won't be that bad, though. It shouldn't be that bad. It's a tank Reinhardt. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. 100 units per slot. Killed 500. Killed 500, but a little more fair. But either way, you see how powerful that is? God, she's good, man. God, she's good. All right, Big Skillet versus Los Temple. Tier 12 plus versus old Tier 12. Tiny little utility march versus Big Stella. It does kill quite a few, but not that many. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Still going. Los Temple. Wait a minute. Uh-oh, this is a long collection. Wait, didn't we see this one last week? We saw this last week. Somehow this got put in the queue twice. Yeah, he made a mistake there and lost on his Tier 12. Big Skillet. All right, that means we'll do 21 this week. All right, Hoodoo Smash. Jesper versus Dostoval. Oh, big hit. Good God, man. 533 to 1144. Just bombed him. So that must have been a Vega glass cannon march. He wasn't wearing like Tyrant or Shadow chest piece. He just got thrashed. Good hit, man. Well done. Almost too fast. Almost too fast for me to really consider it. All right. Destroyer versus Brody Yaga, Fullmetal versus Rogers. It's a little unfair, right? Walker versus Airship. You'd think Walker's, at a disadvantage, but it's not, right? It's Fullmetal, so he's going to disable that Rogers defensive stance, and he's just got to knock him down. And it's pretty fair leadership-wise. So let's see what happens. I'm expecting Fullmetal to lose maybe 40 or 50, though. Rogers just doesn't hit hard enough. It's a long replay, 3 minutes 43. Let's fast forward it. Yeah. Fullmetal's down at least 50 troops now, and Rogers is still in that front row. He just doesn't hit hard enough. God, does this match end? It does end. Fullmetal takes the win the way he's supposed to. Yeah, because Walker should beat airships. Why wasn't the Walker commander an infantry to beat airships? Why is that? Why shouldn't? Stop. Just stop, Melt. Just stop. Just stop. I know there's a lot of infantry mains out there hitting the like button because they agree. All right, Hancock versus Rogers. Hancock's supposed to lose this matchup, but because some Rogers still run with Eternal Barriers, they can lose and just be out of damage. But Tier 12 plus Rogers will have tear space. So I'm interested to see what happens here because Rogers will go immune. He's not going to kill him in one shot. So unless Rogers gets unlucky, he should be immune. Yeah, there's the immunity. So now Hancock should be just whittled down over time because the tear space damage still hits. And Hancock's shield will wear off. He doesn't keep getting heals. It'll just be a slow decay of death. And wow, he actually breaks through. What happened here? Oh, the damage immunity wore off. Rogers lost all of his defense, and then all of a sudden, boom, one-shots him when the defense stack fell off. Unbelievable. 80% is not a 100% chance to trigger. Jack's defensive stance fell off, and he didn't have enough damage to take down the Red Dwarf, man. Red Dwarf getting it done. Interesting. I'd be interested to see if Jack was running double Titans there. But we'll be talking to Kilgore and his Hancock soon. We need to get him on the show and let him tell us about it. So the question is, guys, that was replay 21. Who was the best replay of the week, man? That was a cool Hancock replay. It does look like it was server side or galactic battle. MFY versus battle replay. That might have been server side. I don't know, man. Overall, what was the best, funnest, most interesting replay of the week? Which one wins the mouse pad, man? The mouse pad. This is the one, man. The original prototype. There's more coming. Of course there's more coming. It might be a while, though. I'm still going to order them and get them here. But who gets the mouse pad? Well, every patron of the channel gets it. If you want to join Patreon and support the channel and these projects and what I do every day, I'd greatly appreciate it. Actually, it's making all this possible, and Patreon actually makes this fun and opens up all the doors to do the merch and the art. So if you want to join Patreon, support the channel, please do. It's an amazing thing. Check out the description below. This will be, I think, 3 months. 3 months of Patreon. I'll start mailing these out in April or May. So yeah, check it out. Now, let's pick the winner here. I definitely like the Moonshadow replay. It's hard to ignore how fun that was. Meggy with this Mega Shot is great. The problem is it's kind of so common now. It's just amazing, but it's so common. So that won't do it. The Vega replay here was pretty baller because it was such a low-risk killer march. It almost hurts a little bit because you feel bad for WXR. He just thought like there was no way this could happen, but it did. X doesn't have a guaranteed hit skill, and she's just going to dodge. Vega can dodge, man. He can awaken dodge. He's a never sleep commander. It's easy to get 600% dodge, and now you got the X relying on 2 20% guaranteed hit gems, assuming she has a Gemini and a Sagittarius, and instead she just gets wrecked, man. All she had to do was land 1 guaranteed hit, and it was over. It's kind of sad. And then there was the Macaque replay. I don't know, man. Macaque had a great one. Let's see what Macaque's replay is. It's either Macaque or the Moonshadow. All right, this is King's replay. I don't know much about it. It kind of looks like a peak contest replay. That's why I kind of want to take away for it. And it's old Moonshadow. And we have a new Moonshadow coming, so it's kind of like there's another minus point there. This is it. Macaque versus Stella. Tchef just gets wrecked. And there's another replay too here, but oh man, what a smart march. Low risk, but high enough damage. Crushes the tier 2. Gets the death rattle off. It mixes it up with the tier 11 infantry in there as well. I mean, very good march. And just obliterates USA. Taking a beating from CSM that week. Well, I'd like to see CSM's response, or USA's response to this. I hope they fired back and got some big wins. But this all didn't fit in the hospital, even if there was an event going on. Even if it did, that is not a lot. That is not a lot of fun to heal. That is for sure. But that's it. Macaque, congratulations. You are the winner. I hope I don't have to ship this to like Germany or something because it's like $40 to ship. Hey, he's on my server. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching Replay of the Week. I will announce more about the Zenith Series number 10 and what's coming after this. But first, let's get these things rolled out. I still got to finish up that deal with Inked Gaming and get these things going. If you want one, check the Patreon, support the channel. And Macaque, I'll be messaging you online, or message me, and I'll get you all squared away, man.